Hello viewers, welcome back to another video of Python tutorial. In previous video we discussed about the skip sequence in Python. In this video we'll be discussing about some important points of print statements. So because this is not so much lengthy, I'll try to cover variables topic also. So without further delay, let's just get started. Okay, print statement. As you all know that print is a function that is used to perform any task. For example, you want to look up any value or any statement on your PC, you will use this print statement. Now I want to print Marziya here. I'll just simply write down print and in bracket we will write down Marziya and it will print it successfully. Okay, this is printed successfully. Now the point is this, that in print statement you can use multiple values. You can store multiple values. For example, I'll store 4 also, I'll store 5 also. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it accepts. It prints Marziya also, 4 also and 5 also. The next point is separator. Now what is separator? You can see that by default Python separates the value with space by default, okay? But if you want to make changes or bring changes in your code, in your separations, you can use separator in your code and you can give any value you want. For example, I'll give this one, okay? Separator equals to this, and you can see that Marziya is separated with 4 with this mark, okay, and also with 5 also. Let's come to the next point is end parameter. What is it used for? It is used for specifying what to print at the end of the statement. For example, you give multiple values here. We have 1, 2, 3 values here. Okay, I'll say that print this value at the end of these statements that I am coding. Okay, now let's see what happens. This is my 3 values, okay, and at the end then 097 will be printed at the end. Now doesn't matter any other value I'll add after this. For example, now I'm adding 6, I'll add 7 here. Again it will be printed at the end. Okay, this is about the print statement. Let's come to variable. What is variable? Variable is like container that holds data, very similar to how our containers in kitchen hold sugar, salt, etc. Creating a variable is like creating a placeholder in memory and assigning it some values. Let me show you practically with an example. For example, int a equals to 5. Okay, let's perform print statement also here. Print a. Okay, now suppose we have some sugar. We want to put the sugar in a bottle. You will suppose that 5 is our sugar and a is our bottle. We want to put sugar in our bottle. Like that, we want to store 5 in a. Okay, a is a container, a is a variable that stores a value 5 in itself. Now what is int? Int is the data type, the type of the value that a stores in itself. Let's see why does it gives error. It gives syntax error. So if you have watched my very first video about Python, I made clear that in other languages like C, C++, and Java, when you declare a variable, you have to mention the data type with itself. For example, you store a equals to 5. Okay, this is a variable, this is the value. You have to mention the data type with itself, that which kind of value does a store in itself. But in Python you can see it gives error. Why it gives error? Because the rule is this, that you should not mention the data type with a variable when you declare that. Now when we remove this, it doesn't give error. The interpreter itself understands when you declare a equals to 5, the interpreter itself understands that okay, this is variable a. This is 5. 5 is an integer value that is stored in a. This much easy. The interpreter itself understands this. So let's run this. Yeah, this is printed successfully without any error. So this was all about variables. In the next video, I'll be discussing about the data types in Python language. So till that time, Allah Hafiz.